my name is Lise, and today's topic is regelmäßige Verben, in English weak verbs, or that's another way of saying regular verbs. So machen means to do or to make, and this is what we call an infinitive form. So this is the form that you find in your dictionary if you look up a verb in your dictionary, and it's not conjugated. But when we say something in different persons, we need to conjugate it, so meaning we need to put endings. And just to remind you that the different pronouns, like I, you, he, she, it, and those things. So in German they are ich is I, du is you, meaning informal and singular. So like you're talking to a good friend, that would be du. Sie, the capital Z, means also means you, but it's formal, so like you're talking to your professor. And then CS means he, she, it. Wir means we. Ihr again means you, but it is plural and it is informal. So you're talking to a group of kids, for example, or to a couple of friends. It's like you guys or you all. And then Sie, again, that's the same as the other capital Z, but in plural. So you're talking to two professors, for example. You'd say Sie, so it means you also. And then the lowercase c would be they in English. Okay, so if you want to conjugate, if you want to say I do, you say ich mache. So what you do is from the infinitive machen, you have to drop the en and then add the ending for ich, for first person singular, ich, which is I. And then just attach that to the mach, which is the verb stem, so, and then you get mache, so ich mache. And then you do the same thing for you do, du machst, drop the en, and then add the ending for do, which is st, du machst. Z, the capital Z, is very easy because it just stays the same. CS, you drop the en and then you add a t. So CS macht. So it's like he does or he makes. Wir machen. Again, this is the same as the infinitive, so you don't need to do anything. Ihr macht. Drop the en and add a t, same as RCS. And Sie machen is again the same as the infinitive, both for the capital and the lowercase. So both for the you formal in plural and for the they are. So Sie machen, that one means you do, talking to your professor, and this one means they do when you're talking about a group of people. Okay, and this is for regular verbs. So the regular verbs are pretty easy because they all work this way. So you can do the same thing with gehen, for example. Gehen, to go. Drop the en, then what remains is the verb stem. So G-E-H, ge, and then you just add those endings. So you want to say I go, you say ich gehe, right? You add the e because that's the ending for ich. Or you want to say you go, then you say du gehst. So you add the st, and after you've dropped the en, right? And so on. Okay, so this is pretty much what you have to know for the regular verbs. There's one little thing to watch out for, and that is whenever a regular verb ends in t or d, there is a little problem because you see for the do, for the RCS, and for the ear, you see the blue e's here, and that's because otherwise it's very hard to pronounce. To say du arbeitest, that's very hard, right? So to make this easier, we just add an e and we say du arbeitest. And then the RCS would be unpronounceable, two t's in a row, RCS arbeitet. So we add an e in here as well, RCS arbeitet. And then for the you guys, for the ear, same thing, right? Ihr arbeitet. But you see the other ones are all regular, same as we talked about before with the machen. So ich arbeite, Sie arbeiten, wir arbeiten. sie arbeiten, sie arbeiten. And the same would happen if a verb ended in, if the stem ended in a D. For example, finden, to find, and then you would have ich finde, and then you'd have du findest, so you need the E there again, because du findest, it, again, doesn't sound good, it's hard to pronounce. And sie finden, sie es findet, wir finden, ihr findet, again an E, sie finden, sie finden. And that's it for the regular verbs.